Hello. Are we live? We're live. Okay. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Hi and welcome. I'm so excited to share with you what we've got coming up next in the Aleph range. I had been seeing your live chat and comments coming up, but it's disappeared. So I'm sorry. I wanted to say hi to you all individually. But for those of you who have managed to join us today, I'm so grateful that you've taken this time on your lunch break, and I promise I won't keep you for too long, but I'm really excited to share with you what we've got coming up next. I do have our amazing Aleph team behind the scenes helping me out, and they will be helping me with your questions. And so I'm really excited to get into this, and please stick around to the end. We will be announcing 5 lucky winners of this new beautiful product, so please stay with us. And also we will be here to answer any of your questions as well. For those of you who have been with us for a while on this Aleph journey, you will know that we approach everything very holistically. So as well as ensuring that we are people, planet, and animal friendly, our products are ultimately multidimensional. So they're all designed to be layered with each other to create the very best version of your skin now and over time. So imagine a world where your makeup doesn't just look good in the moment as makeup should, but it also protects and cares for your skin every day, naturally and all the time, ongoing. As you all know, in this part of the world, in New Zealand, Australia, we are at the disadvantage of being exposed to stronger and more damaging UV rays than the rest of the world. So that we know, though, that a certain amount of sun exposure is really good for us. It is crucial for the processes that create hormones like vitamin D and melatonin. But we know that too much chronic exposure can be really damaging to the skin. So we've had an overwhelming number of requests for a product that protects against these rays, of course. Even though our concealer foundation does contain a meaningful amount of titanium dioxide to help protect against some of the UV rays, we know that a fully broad spectrum product is required to get ultimate protection. Typically finding an SPF to incorporate into your makeup routine can be very, very challenging. They are usually incompatible with your foundation. Sometimes they cause pilling. Sometimes they stop your foundation from settling into the skin nicely. Sometimes they give a white cast to the skin. And often they contain a host of undesirable ingredients like nanomaterials, silicones, microplastic films, chemical UV filters, and those can often actually act as hormone disruptors, so we want them out. So imagine if this crucial step of sun protection doesn't just protect, but also gives your skin a fresh, smooth glow, not just in the moment as you wear it, but also works to do that very thing for your skin over time as well. So we wanted to create a product that gives a fresh, natural, healthy glow while blurring and smoothing the skin, all while delivering a broad spectrum sun protection. So this is makeup, this is skincare, and it's SPF all in one. We are very excited. This has been a long time in development to get it just right, to get the texture, the finish, and the protection just right for you. So we are loading up a little video that is going to introduce this to you in a second. So this product is our new Smoothing Skin Tint, and it has an SPF 20 protection in it. So we've formulated it to cover 3 shades. So this covers the widest range of skin tones. It's really light, and it is really beautifully forgiving on the skin. So it gives the skin a slight tint, gives it a beautiful blur, and we've got the light, the medium, and a medium dark shade. what we don't want to do is we don't want to feel makeup on our skin. So we have worked really hard to make sure that this doesn't feel like makeup on your skin. It feels light and comfortable. So what we've done is we've used a selection of minerals to create a blurred effect to the skin while keeping a radiant glow. And the high level of non-nano zinc oxide provides a broad spectrum SPF 20 that protects against both the UVA and UVB rays. This is very important as it protects against both the surface burn and discoloration caused by UVB rays and the deeper layer damage caused by UVA rays. Now, many of you may be wondering why we're not launching an SPF 30 or 50, because we know that we have been told that we need the higher the better for many years. But I'm going to tell you why we are launching an SPF 20. I'm just going to let you in on a little bit of insider industry information. And this is that we do need a little bit of wiggle room in our SPF value due to labeling requirements in different countries. Every country has a different requirement for labeling. And so we took a conservative approach and we've labeled it SPF 20, even though we have had it tested at SPF 25 broad spectrum. Now, I want to explain what these numbers mean. What does the little number at the end of SPF actually mean? The number is based on UVB rays only, and the UVB rays are the burning rays. So the number means that it will take that many times longer to burn your skin than it would if you weren't wearing anything. So an SPF 30, it would take 30 times longer for your skin to burn than if you weren't wearing anything at all. Or in our case, an SPF 20 or 25, it'll take 25 times longer to burn than if you weren't wearing anything at all. So while sunscreen with a higher SPF technically blocks out more UV rays, there are diminishing returns as the number climbs. So you can see this little graph here that an SPF 10, for instance, covers 93% of UV rays, but as you get higher, it definitely doesn't double, and it incrementally, very small, has a higher percentage of coverage of UVB rays, and this is only talking about the burning UVB rays. So the higher you get up the SPF value, the more tricks are needed to be employed to reach these higher values of SPF. So these are things like adding silicones, adding microplastic films, usually adding chemical UV filters to get that higher number, using chemical SPF boosters, or even just creating a thick pasty product that sits on top of your skin. Those are all things that are tricks to get that number higher. But we would rather avoid all of these unnecessary and potentially damaging ingredients just in order to bump up that number. It's really not necessary. So instead, what we always do and what we believe is the right thing to do is to create a product that supports the skin from all angles. Now, what do I mean by this? All angles is by giving a filter effect in the moment and a broad spectrum protection, and also active ingredients to smooth and restore the skin over time, helping to mitigate the damage caused by these rays. So we're approaching things from multiple angles so that you get a really holistic treatment for your skin. What rarely gets talked about, though, and is arguably even more important than the number value on the end, is the UVA rating. The UVA rays are what damage the deeper layers of the skin, causing photoaging and real lasting damage. So this is indicated by the PA rating, and PA stands for Protection Grade Against UVA. And we have a PA triple plus rating, which means that the skin is very well protected against UVA rays and photoaging. Our products, usually, whatever we create, they're not one-note products. And this is definitely not a one-note product. And what do I mean by one-note? We could create an SPF that is specifically an SPF 30 or 50, and the main objective there would be to stop your skin burning. It take 30 to 50 times longer for your skin to burn than without anything at all. But that wouldn't even have any thought to a PA rating or a UVA protection in it. And then to get the amount of coverage to warrant this, it would be thick and greasy and not comfy to wear with your makeup. So we've taken the holistic approach to this product, keeping the skin feeling nice and light, and of course like you're not wearing anything at all. But then, of course, we've added some extras as well. We've added some actives to help mitigate the UV damage that is done by excess UV exposure. So it's a multi-pronged approach to smoothing the skin. So we do this by the visible in the moment smoothing by way of hyaluronic acid for hydrating and plumping the skin, and by minerals to give an in the moment blur, which is like a in real life filter effect. Then we've used very small but non-nano zinc oxide to provide a transparent physical barrier to prevent UVA and UVB damage from affecting the skin. Then to top it all off, we have added plant stem cells, niacinamide, peptides to increase collagen production, mitigate UV damage, and support the skin to look and feel its best now and into the future. So we really have thought of everything with this product, and most of all, it looks and feels amazing on the skin. Super lightweight and very effective for protecting your skin against UV damage. So given all that, I would love to hear your thoughts and your questions. Yelena, have we had any questions come through?
Yeah. Mitch on tour is asking if this will replace concealer foundation.
Ah, that's a really good question. It does not replace your coverage of concealer foundation. It is as well as. Now, me personally, I've been using this product for a long time in development, and it has been my favorite go-to. I wear it every day underneath my concealer foundation. I love it on the weekends just on its own with a little bit of concealer foundation around my eyes and some cheek lip tint, because what it does is it gives a beautiful blur, but it still looks like your skin and looks like you're really not wearing anything at all. But it is very layerable underneath your concealer foundation to get your usual coverage that you would normally be used to with concealer foundation. It also layers beautifully. Let's if we can grab that slide with the layering, it layers beautifully with all of your products, so you don't need to swap anything out. You can layer them and they will sit nicely with each other. So what I would suggest you do is put the one on your moisturizer first, then put a few drops of smoothing skin tint, just dropping into the hands and smoothing it onto the face. And then the magic number here is to wait 8 minutes. So you need to wait a few minutes for it to settle into the skin, for the SPF to take activation, and for it to start absorbing into the skin before you apply your concealer foundation. So you've got your moisturizer, you've got your smoothing skin tint, and then you can either pop on your serum primer or your combination of concealer foundation and serum primer. What this will do is it will act as a moisture lock and help to protect the skin barrier, help to protect the skin against transepidermal water loss. So your serum primer locks in all the moisture and the beautiful hydrating ingredients from your moisturizer and from smoothing skin tint. Did I answer that question?
Yes. Another one that's coming up quite a lot, how do the colours relate to the concealer foundation colours?
That's a really good question. We have prepared a little slide for that. They are, as I said before, they're very forgiving. So you can see here that if you wear anything between a 1.0 to a 2.0, 2.5, you can wear a light, but there's not a hard stop and start. So medium can go anything from a 1 just after 1.5, 1.5 to 2, through to a 4.0, and then medium dark. If you wanted a little bit more color and you usually wear something like a 2.5 or 3.0, you could wear medium dark to give you a little bit more tint, and the medium dark will cover you right through.
Rosemary asked, do I need to reapply my sunscreen throughout the day, and can I do that?
That is a great idea, great question as well. We are all taught that we do need to reapply our sunscreen. Our sunscreen will wear off during the day, and it is a good idea to top up, especially if you're out actively in the sunshine. And you can layer our smoothing skin tint on top of your already made up face. It is that light, and it will settle in beautifully. So it is a good thing to carry in your handbag to top up, especially if you're going to be sitting out in the sun having coffee or hanging out in the sunshine.
Poppy just needs a bit of confirmation. Are you able to apply the Smoothing Skin Tint directly on top of the one straight away, or do you need to wait between those steps as well?
Yeah, you can apply this directly on top of the one. The key is to wait a few minutes between your Smoothing Skin Tint and your foundation, just to give it time to absorb into the skin and activate its SPF properties. And blur too, so it's really interesting. You pop it on, smooth it on, and give it a few minutes, and you will notice literally your filter-like effect taking action. It's pretty beautiful in smoothing the skin. So it does take a few minutes to do this.
Ingrid is wondering if there's anything in the product that would be a concern for acne or rosacea-prone skin types.
That's a good question. Every skin type is different. Everybody has different sensitivities, but this is highly natural. In the old days, zinc oxide used to be used in baby bum cream as a soothing sort of anti-irritation cream, and this is the only UV filter we have in here, is a zinc oxide. We do have a little tiny bit of titanium dioxide, which lends a little bit to the filter, but it also helps to create the tint to the shade. We've really paid attention to our ingredients to not put anything in there that's going to be highly sensitizing. As usual, our products are always fragrance free. With this one in particular, we've added a little bit of Immortelle oil, which is a beautiful, it's helichrysum oil. It's a beautiful flower that has the properties of regenerative, rejuvenating properties. And so we've added a little bit of that in there, which gives it a tiny hint of a scent, but it is definitely not a fragrance. It is not in there to mask or overpower anything. So we've also made sure that the allergens, the allergen level of that fragrance is super low. Hopefully that helps.
A lot of people are asking how much it will be and when it's available to purchase.
Good questions. It will be available. Well, actually, hopefully everybody by now is on the early bird list to put your name down to be notified when it launching next week. So you will be the first to know. And if you don't have your name down on that list, hop on over there and put your name down, and we'll be sending out that email. We have made a limited batch, and so we are expecting this to do really well. So we'd love you to have your name down there to make sure that you are the first to get it. Price, it will be $92. It is doing all of your things, protecting your skin, enhancing your skin, and smoothing in the moment and over time. Yelena has said, someone asked if they can pop this over their full face of makeup, which includes concealer, foundation, prep finish powder. Will it go over the top? And I'm going to show you. I have all of that on now, and I'm going to try and do this without a mirror. Maybe somebody give me a mirror. Thank you. There. Oh. So hopefully you can see that. That is smoothing on really nicely and not disrupting my makeup. I mean, as with everything that we do, everything has been created to work so cohesively together that you can layer it and get your results without feeling like you're wearing layer upon layer upon layer of makeup. So it's getting in there, doing the job. Hopefully you can see that. Excellent. And then we're just about to announce the winners. So what I would do now is, if I wanted to powder it, I would just wait those few minutes, 8 minutes, and then powder on top of that again. Now I am going to announce our winners. The winners, if you could please email us at info@Aleph Beauty, just saying that you have won one of these products, and we can organize to get it straight out to you. So, winner number 1 is Tereska?
Yeah, I think so.
Tereska Thornton. Tonya Greenslade. Emma Christie. Victoria Jenkins. And Tanya Fraser. Congratulations, everyone. We cannot wait to hear what you think of your new products. If we don't have any more burning questions, I'm going to let you get back to your lunch break, and I just want to thank you so much for joining us again. It's really amazing, and thank you for being with me on my very first live that we have done. Hopefully I have made it clear and easy for you to understand all of the amazing points about this product. Thanks so much.